Welcome back to another video, guys. If you have never seen my face before, hello, my name is Olivia, and on this channel I do everything mommy life content, work-life balance, routines, vlogs, lifestyle things. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for clicking on another video. But y'all, today we have a nesting vlog, but I put a little twist on it, and this is the postpartum edition. If you're not new to my channel, then you know what happened. So originally I was supposed to have my baby shower on one day, and then I had to reschedule it and push it a week back because we had snowstorms here in Georgia. So when I pushed it back that week, I had it on that Saturday. That Sunday I was able to go through some things and put everything out, but was not able to put it up. And then Monday I was admitted to the hospital to have my baby, y'all. So I was kind of bummed out that I didn't get to go home and do like all the nesting things, and you know, with the baby shower just being so close to my due date. But I put a little twist on this video because who says nesting has to stop after you have the baby? Nesting is kind of like an ongoing thing even after you have the baby. So I was like, let me take this opportunity with the time that I have since I'm on maternity leave to just go through everything, organize some things, and then also share with you guys 3 essentials that I deem that are very important within like the whole postpartum realm for mommy and baby. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do this nesting vlog. And throughout me going through everything, I would just drop in and share my 3 essentials, which of course there's a whole bunch of essentials that you need for baby, but within the newborn stage, y'all, it's not really a lot that you need. So I'll just be sharing 3 essentials that have to do with feeding, sleeping, and overall postpartum care for mommy. So yeah, y'all, that sounds like something that you're interested in. If you are pregnant or have a child, you know, drop any comments down below to help the community out. And if y'all hear my baby in the background, he is drinking his bottle at the time of me doing this voiceover. So yeah, y'all just ignore him. So of course, newborns do majority of sleeping. There's a lot of things that goes into sleeping, but I wanted to talk specifically about swaddling. So it's a big thing to swaddle your baby. They say, you know, swaddling, swaddle, you know, whatever. But I wish they would stop telling people that, because all babies do not like being swaddled. Particularly my baby, he does not. You know, the first 2 days in the hospital was cool because he wasn't like, he was just asleep all day. He wasn't really moving around or nothing like that. So, but when we got home, we tried to swaddle him, y'all, he wasn't having it. He kept breaking out of him. So like, notice that your baby doesn't like being swaddled like mine, because he did not like his arms down, and we tried to do it with his arms up. He still didn't like that. So what we opted for was this little sleep sack, and this one will grow with him. I'm trying to show y'all while he's on me. This one will grow with him. So this is like a 0 to like 6 months, I want to say. Of course it swallowed him at first, but hold on, let me put him down. Yeah, so this is like a little sleep sack, and it will grow with them because it's like 0 to 6 months. As you can see, the arms are out on this one, but it allows their legs to be still like kind of, not even compact, but it just allows their legs to be in there. And then sometimes he sleeps in this, sometimes he doesn't sleep in anything. He'll just sleep in like a regular onesie, shirt, or whatever. But I did want to hit on that because every baby does not like being swaddled. I just said so many S words. Every baby does not like being swaddled, and that's always like everybody's recommendation: swaddle baby, whatever. So that's that. And so before we went to that, we were doing these types of swaddles. So this is like kind of the more traditional one where you get a blanket, and so we would like fold this, and we would like leave his arms up. He did not like that. We would leave his arms out. He kind of liked that, but it was easier for him to break out of. So these are good as well if your baby does like to be swaddled. These are like the muslin cloths or whatever. It smells so good because it just came out the dryers. That dress be smelling good, y'all. That dress smells good. And then you have these types of swaddles that are pre-made if you don't want to fool with wrapping your baby, which I do suggest if your baby does like being swaddled, just to get some of these, because you can just slide the baby down inside there, put their arms down or up, fold this over. It's Velcro, and it's simple. Because swaddling, I mean, they're experts in the hospital, but swaddling can be hard if you've never done it before. So yeah, so that's it when it comes to sleep essentials. Just figure out if your baby even likes being swaddled, and then these are some different options. So like I was mentioning, that Monday I went into the hospital and I was planning on coming back and getting everything together. But what happened was his dad ended up having to come in and like kind of organize everything by himself, which he did a really good job. I'm not going to, not too much on him because he did a good job. But he even told me, like, when he came back to the hospital, he was like, I know you're a real particular person. So I've organized stuff, but I know you may go back and change everything, which is not 100% true. Like, he did a good job. So all I'm doing is, he started the work. All I'm doing is like organizing it a little bit better. And like, men just put stuff places sometimes, y'all. Like, it's almost like when y'all tell a man to put up the dishes or put up the food, like they put the whole pan in the refrigerator instead of just putting it in a to-go box or a to-go container and then washing out the dish. But anyway, kind of like the same thing. So he kind of started it off well, but when it comes to some items, like in this top drawer that I'll open soon, it's like a lot of unopened stuff. So this gave me a good chance to go through everything that was kind of like duplicates or things that I got, because I had a baby shower. A lot of people don't really read the registry, so they do get a lot of duplicate things, like hygiene stuff, combs, brushes, those little bulb things that suction out, their nose and stuff like that. So this was just a great opportunity for me to go through everything. And then this is the drawer I was talking about. So a lot of this is duplicate stuff, but it was just a good opportunity to go through everything and like be able to take stuff out that I've already had or already been using that I don't need, and to be able to, because what I plan to do is just pile everything up and then find somebody who's currently pregnant, or just give it away. Like, I'm not going to sell anything because all these items were given to me for free because it was at my shower. So I'm just going to gift it to somebody else or some other mom that's in need who's having her baby soon or whatever like that. And as y'all can see right here, baby boy, he woke up from his first nap, so we had to cuddle him and do all the things and get him fed and stuff like that. The second essential I want to touch on is about feeding, and let me preface this by saying a fed baby is best. I don't like when people be like breastfed versus formula and stuff like that, because y'all, at the end of the day, breastfeeding is not for everybody, and a lot of times that's dependent on your baby. It's not even that the woman's not producing milk, but I know my personal experience breastfeeding, like they tried to latch him on, he latched, but he just would not like actually suck from like my nipples. So after I tried a few times and he wasn't doing it, I was like, okay, I'll just go to bottle feeding and I will pump. But when it comes to pumping, and what they don't really tell a lot of people, so I had the wearable electric pumps where you could put in your nursing bra and you can like turn them on and you can go do whatever you gotta do. But what they don't tell y'all is about, or what they didn't tell me, which is important, is about flange sizing. So this is a flange right here. Basically, this is the part that goes inside your wearable pump. So these come in sizes from 19 millimeters to 24 millimeters. So the whole time, if I wasn't on TikTok, I would have never found this out, because like I said, they didn't tell me in the hospital. But you need to measure your nipple size either prior to getting your pump or when you're at the hospital, having to measure it, because my pump came with a 24 millimeter flange and it turns out I was at 21 millimeters. So I'll pop a picture up here of how to measure your nipple size if you're interested in doing that. But if you don't have the correct flange size, either it's going to be too tight or too big, and it's either going to hurt, or if it's too big, you're not going to get like the suction that it needs off your nipple to pump the milk, and then that will end up in being a low milk supply. And you may think that you're a low supplier, but technically you may just have the wrong flange size. So ask about this after you give birth, or go ahead and check your pumps if you haven't already. I know sometimes pumps are free through insurance, like mine was, so I just picked one. But of course, when something's free, they're just gonna send it to you. So this is the flange. So measure yourself, make sure you have the right size. And if you don't have the right size, they have them on Walmart. You can just go on Walmart, click what size you are, type in flange size for a breast Flange Inserts for breast pumps, and they'll have like all the 5 different sizes, and then you just go from there. So another thing is when it comes to bottles, the bottles that replicate like your nipple, and then they have the regular bottle. So this is kind of like what we're used to seeing, this bottle right here. But now they have these kinds that replicate like your nipples. So if your baby is mostly breastfed, but if you pump milk to them and you want somebody else to feed your baby, these are the nipples that like kind of act like breast nipples, and these are the regular ones. So what I would recommend, which was recommended to me, which was so smart, on your registry, put 1 bottle like this, like a pack of bottles like this, because I think this came in like a 4-pack, and do like breast nipple size one, order 1. Figure out which one your baby likes, and then if you need more bottles, then purchase that kind. Don't go out purchasing a lot of bottles. I know from your baby shower or your registry, you're going to get a lot of bottles anyway, but don't purchase a lot of bottles, because if you are using a lot of bottles, you're going to be washing a lot of bottles. So I only have 6 bottles, and I have 6 for here, and then 4 that I put in his diaper bag that are on the go. The bottle that I like using, this is the Nanobebe bottle, and I like these because these are silicone. They don't leak. This one already goes up to 9 ounces, which I love, because like I was using these at first. These are Dr. Brown's, and as you can see, they only go to 4 ounces. But when your baby becomes a big bag like mine and needs more than 4 ounces, these already have the 9 ounces, so you don't have to purchase more bottles, and they don't leak. I don't know if I said that, but the Dr. Brown's, like, they're okay. I got these because, you know, these are like the anti-colic, and then they're supposed to have like the little filter on them. But I mean, like, they're okay, but they just leak a lot. I don't know if I was putting it on wrong. They say don't screw them on too tight, but I personally don't recommend these. But I do have these in like the 8-ounce form for his travel bottles, because basically for his travel bottles, like either somebody's feeding him or I'm feeding him, and then when he's at the house, we kind of prop him up and we watch him and he eats his bottle. So that's the reason why those are his travel bottles. But yeah, I pretty much have a minimalistic approach on life, and like don't really overconsume or like buy a whole bunch of stuff, because I don't like clutter, y'all. Like I really don't. I can't function in it, and it's just, you know, you keep buying stuff, then you have to find a place to put it, and that's how stuff gets junky. So that's another main reason why I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this, because like I was mentioning in the clip before last, that a lot of stuff is just duplicate stuff. And like if you go through your house and look at a lot of stuff you don't even use. So like when I moved out and everything like that, I just brought like what I would need. I tried not to like overdo it, because it's just, I don't like cluttering all those things. So right now, this is just allowing me the opportunity when it comes to his room as well to like declutter and organize. And then, you know, like I said as well, this nesting kind of is like an ongoing thing. So as he gets bigger, I will be going through his closet, going through his clothes, and giving away stuff that he does not need anymore, or no longer can fit, and stuff like that. So it's just a good thing to do, to not just do nesting one time, but just to keep up with like the organization, and, you know, for your house not to get in a mess or a clutter, to just go through things. Like, I don't know if you want to do it every 3 months, every season when it changes, because I also do that for myself. So it's just a good thing to do, you know, so your house don't be cluttered. So last but definitely not least, we're going to talk about postpartum care for mommy, because baby gets a lot of stuff at baby shower, which is okay. Like, it's technically for them, but mommy doesn't really get anything. But I didn't know as a first time mom like what I would need and stuff like that. And in the hospital, they kind of tell you, they kind of don't. They just give you the stuff. At least that was my experience. So first we're going to talk about, you're going to be bleeding after you have birth. So I had a vaginal delivery. I'm not really sure about C-sections. I'm pretty sure like you have a scar. I don't know if you bleed from your scar, but if you had a vaginal delivery, for sure you're going to be bleeding days after, no, really weeks after. So what I would recommend, skip the pads, skip, you know, all the other stuff, and just get you some adult diapers, get you some Depends. And I never wore Depends prior to having a baby, but y'all, they're actually kind of comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Even when my cycle came on, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna wear like regular panties and put a pad in it, because with the Depends, it's an adult diaper. So like the pad is already in the thing. You just put them on, they're comfortable if you have the right size. So go ahead and get you a pack, well, a couple of packs of Depends. They last a long time. And like for the first 6 weeks, I don't even think I wore regular underwear. because it was just the waist. Like, I was still bleeding and stuff like that. So secondly, it's a peri bottle. I wish they had told us about these in like elementary school or middle school when we took those like classes for like girls' health and stuff, because these are actually beneficial for your cycle too. But all a peri bottle is like a little bottle with a nozzle on it, and you fill it up with like warm or lukewarm water, whatever is comfortable for you. And then, like, because you're bleeding a lot after birth, all you do is fill it up, and then when you go to the bathroom or taking a shower, I use mine for both every time I went to the bathroom and before I got in the shower, to just spray that area. Not spray, I don't want to say spray because that sounds painful right after giving birth, but just like wash that area, and it just helps like get everything off of you into the toilet without having to like wipe harshly, because usually you're used to wiping harshly prior to giving birth, but I promise you, like, that is not the time to be wiping harshly like right after you give birth. So the peri bottle just like sprays everything out and gets everything done. And then nursing bras, I got a pack of nursing bras from Amazon. It was a 5-pack. They were only like maybe $35. I will have them linked down below in the description box. But honestly, a nursing bra, I still use that even though I'm not nursing, because they're just comfortable. Like, well, the ones I got, and they're so versatile, because you can just flip the little thing. All you have to do, like, even if you're pumping, you can put the pumps in there. And then if you are breastfeeding, like, all you have to do is like unhatch the thing, and then the part, you know, the part that covers your boob, that comes down, and then you can just nurse your baby. So definitely get you some nursing pads. And then another thing that I would advise, also heating pads and cold packs. So I had a 1st-degree tear. I didn't know that until after they told me, after having him. So yeah, I was really sore for like the first 2 or 3 weeks. Like, not unbearable sore, but like when I had sat down to go to the bathroom, it just get you some heating or ice packs. I wasn't really turned on to the idea of having something cold down there after hurting. So I had did like a heating pack. They'll give you some of those in the hospital. They should, but if they don't, just go ahead and ask for some. So you can do either heating or cold pack, because some people like a cooling sensation. I didn't really like that. I wanted more like a heated pad feel. And then another thing is having pre-made meals. I would have done this had I had more time, but like I said at the beginning of this video, like, I went into labor, or I went into the hospital kind of like unexpectedly. If you don't plan, well, you're not gonna be able to cook. So, but if you don't have like somebody here, whether it's like your partner or your support person, and they don't cook, and then you can't cook, and then you can't like go grab you something to eat, because technically you're not supposed to be driving or nothing like that because you're healing. So have you some pre-made meals, or have you like some stuff in the house that you can just grab easily and get, especially if you already have kids or something like that. Like, just have you something pre-made, like whether you make the meals and freeze them, or you get you like some oven meals, like some oven lasagna. Just go ahead and have some easy meals, because y'all, I don't even think I cooked for like the first 2.5 weeks, because I couldn't stand up for long because I had that tear. It would hurt. So get you some pre-made meals, or get you, I don't know, just make sure you have food in your house. That's all I'm gonna say. And then especially if you're breastfeeding or pumping, like, that burns a lot of calories, and you'll probably be eating a lot more anyway. And like for me, I was like hungry like during the day when wasn't nobody here to like go get me nothing when I was here alone after like a couple of days of my baby. So I had to make sure that I got like some stuff to keep in the house, some snacks and stuff like that, because I was hungry. And then always have a support person, whether it's your partner, whether it's a woman who's had a baby before, or like just when people want to help you and support you, let them. If it's like, of course, if it's genuine, but let them help you, let them support you, because you are going to kind of be, I don't say this to scare you, but you are going to kind of be down. Like, you're not going to be up and moving like you thought you might be. At least that wasn't my case. So I'm super glad for like my partner and the people that I had support me, like my aunt, my grandma, and people like that. So have your support person as well. So to wrap everything up, newborns really don't need a lot, y'all. Like, all the extra stuff and the gadgets and the techie stuff, it's cool, it's cute, but And the newborn trenches, all you need, they gonna sleep, they gonna eat, and they gonna go to the bathroom. So as long as you got formula, breast milk, something for them to sleep in, something to wear, and then some diapers and some wipes, you really good for like the newborn stage. All that other stuff will come. So you don't have to, overdo and do all that like how some people do. So that's why I just touched on these 3 essential things. So right now I'm just restocking his diaper cart, and like with this, when I was breastfeeding, so the top shelf I had like the diaper stuff, and in the middle shelf I had breastfeeding stuff like my pumps, and then like bottles and stuff like that. But now, since I no longer do that, all my caddies consist of is just diapers, creams, wipes, and stuff like that. So I do have one for my bedroom that's more of like a caddy style, and then I have a rolling cart that goes into the living room, because when we're at home during the day, we're majorly in the living room. And then for the bedside one, y'all hear my baby coughing. For the bedside one, as you can see, I'm just placing it there, so we'll have that restock for the night. But yeah, so that's about it when it actually comes to the real essentials that you need with a newborn. If you're a first-time mommy watching this, or if you're pregnant, I hope this gave you a little bit of clarity. And if you are a mom and you got a few years under your belt, not even a few years, if you just got a couple months under your belt, go ahead and drop some comments down below of what I may have missed, or like after the newborn stages, what the babies may need, because we are a community and we help each other. But this is just everything organized. This is everything that I am giving away that was kind of duplicated or that he's grown out of. Next, I'm just going to sterilize these bottles, which honestly, you don't even need one of these machines either. I just got it and I'm going to use it because it was gifted to me, but you can do it the old school way. But yeah, this sums up the video, y'all. If you're interested in what a 24-hour day looks like with a newborn, be sure to click that video that's going to pop up at the end screen, or probably already popping up if you're interested in that. But I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's thriving. Hope the month of March, or whenever that you're watching this, that life is great. And that if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.